Hello guys, welcome back to Wheezy Junction Model Railway. This episode is just a quick update on bits and pieces that's been going on since I last spoke to you back in, I believe it was the start of June, so quite a while back. Station, I've been doing quite a bit to the station actually. We built it, we didn't like it, we took it down, we did the platforms again. I haven't documented any of it, and I've just gone through past episodes, and it's like the station's there, but I haven't told you about how I've done things and all that. So a little bit of station is covered in this. The one side of it is actually nearly finished. This is Wheezy Junction station, not Cirencester or Tetbury. Obviously, they're pretty well advanced. Lots and bits and pieces going on all over the place. If I could just sit myself down to finish one job, and once I start it, then I think it would probably be a miracle. We've still got a few bits to finish off on Tetbury detailing wise, but yeah, it's just to save the boredom. We're sort of all over the place doing bits and pieces here, come back and do that and do this, do that. But yeah, quite a lot going on, so I'll take you through some of it right now, so just stay where you are. Let's have a look. Wheezy Junction station itself was always going to be a fictional station within the main line, the dual main line, and it was going to always be a double platform station, just basically so that I could see some longish rakes of coaches pull in, picking up the passengers, etc., etc. So we originally put some Pico platforms together, just to give me some idea exactly where we were going to go with it. Built a Pico station, and yeah, just taking it from there basically. The idea has always been there, but it's changed so much over the last year or so now since I've started to do this, and it's to get the best out of the platform. I had to come round this little corner and put the platform on the curve. So I decided the best way to do that was with the Metcalf platform kits. So that's what we've done. We've put some ratio fencing in there and some bushes, a little bit of scenery, and to be honest, I'm quite pleased with this. It just needs a few benches and maybe some platform lights and things put in. But on the whole, I'm generally very pleased with it. So, yeah, Wheezy Junction has got its own station. It is going to be operational very, very soon. So, yeah, we'll get a few people on there and we'll make it look realistic. Wheezy Junction Station, the thing I forgot to tell you all about. This is, of course, just one side of it. There is going to be another side on the other platform where I've already made the house, or made the station, which is the extension kit, as you see now. So as we leave Wheezy Station, we come west along past the level crossing, which is under construction, and the entrance to the maintenance depot, which has now been painted and it's had its tarmac laid. We had the problem of getting across to the halt. Now, to make things look sensible, we had to put a bridge in. So in order to do that, we had to obviously put an embankment, and it goes over the double tracks, the embankment down into the maintenance depot, and build a bridge, construct a bridge. The only sensible option was to put a little rock face in, which we've done with some Woodland Scenics moulds and making some rock, and put them in position, glued them all together, and a little bit of polystyrene just to fill in gaps, some sculptor mould, and some plaster cloth, some raw umber or burnt sienna, I think it was actually, paint, a little bit of green on the top just to blend in, and bring it all together. As we come around the corner, I'm not 100% convinced on any of this. It's done, it's put in, I'm not happy. It'll probably all be redone. It's supposed to be a middle of nowhere, rocky sort of part of countryside, but I'm not convinced it will be played with. Going back to the halt, and just to finish that off, obviously we had the bridge to get to work on. So what we did with the bridge was construct some bridge sides and put in the detail for the halt. So build the road up the other side of the halt, the other side of the bridge, sorry, and then put some Metcalf covered card, 2mm thick card stuck together, so it's doubled up, so 4mm thick, with Metcalf card stuck to each side as the bridge's structure, main sort of structure. Put a light in, put some bushes in, steps down, curbstones, bit of platform, and there we go. I think that looks quite good. A few more bushes just to finish off, and voila. Good job. Happy with that. When trying to reproduce old buildings that are no longer there, it's always good to see if you can root out some plans, etc. And the internet is a fantastic medium for trying to find buildings, old structures, pictures of, but no dimensions. So I had to construct and get the dimensions from the good shed picture, which we had blew up, and taken into account that a door is 7'6", and that worked out to me to be 20mm in the picture. I then had to transfer that into, or convert that into 2mm scale for the build. We made a mock-up from those measurements. We put it up together on the layout, and it looked quite good. And then we need then to construct, obviously, the actual building that's going to be in place. So Plastruct was my weapon of choice. We used in various bits and pieces, and I did spend quite a bit of money on buying 2 packets of their corrugated sheet, but I think you'll agree it was well worth it. This is a completely corrugated iron building, and using this corrugation sheet, once painted up as you see, does look very good, very authentic, and I think the build is going to be quite stunning when it's put into position. Still quite a bit to do on it, but we've got it measured up and everything is looking good. More update on that in a later episode, but for now it is looking very good. So, HST, yes, I like it. Yes, it doesn't fit in with the era that I'm modelling. Who cares? It's my railway, and I do love the HST. It's my favourite train. And with the thanks to John from Piccadilly, who mentioned the Hunt couplings, I've always been a little bit disappointed with this because the dipole couplings that come with it are pretty crud, to be honest. It would just decouple from the main power car and the rest of the coaches. But thanks, John. Mentioned the Hunt couplings. I bought some. I'm going to be buying more. They are fantastic. So HST. Thank you, John. So just for the record then, this is the whole of the layout that has been scenic up to now. This was started in February 2019, and if you follow me from February, you'll be up to date with progress as we've been going along. But this is the whole of the layout that has been scenic. Obviously there's still Cirencester over the other side of the room, which hasn't been scenic yet, but is well underway. So just as a little treat then, there you go. That is the completed, apart from little detaily bits, but that is more or less the completed scenic side on one side of the room. We are about 9 foot long by 2 foot wide, and that is more or less scenic. So there you go, guys. Just a bit of an insight and some still shots of one or two of the areas that I have very finely detailed. So lots more of that to come. But for now, I think that's just about it. So there you go, just a few stills of some detail work that I have done. Wheezy Junction has its own name on its own signal box now, and it's in position. Because we're a bit lack of running on Wheezy Junction at the moment, go and have a look at Paul Sheedy over at his own channel. He's got a layout by name of Wickford, and he does loads of great running, fantastic scenery. And while we're on the subject of the Tetbury side of things, Captain Albino, he's only got 52 subscribers, but wow, what a layout. He's done the whole of Tetbury in its entirety in 00 scale. Well worth a look. Go and check those two channels out. So there you go, guys. That's just about all it is for this update for July, end of July now. We're on about the 27th, I think it is today. 27th of July. And so, yeah, you're completely up to date with everything I've done thus far, bearing in mind I have got a few bits of scenery that I've been doing the last few days, which I will include on the next one. No running because I've got bits everywhere. I can't show you the layout in its entirety any more than I have already because I've got mess everywhere. But then that's me, nature of the beast again. Sometimes I just have to walk away and leave it. And when I come back, it's like, oh. Anyway, we're there. We're done. There you go, July. I just thought I'd keep you up to date with everything that's been going on, everything I've done. Go and check the two channels out. The shout outs to the two boys, Paul Sheedy, with the Wickford layout. He really does. Every Sunday morning I usually get to look at Paul's channel. Wickford, lots of great running sessions, maybe a little bit fast for me first thing in the morning, but Paul, you're doing a great job and I love your layout, mate. It's loads and loads of different scenery, all done in N scale. And the Captain Albino one is just a bigger version of what I've tried to do with N scale. But he's included everything that Tetbury had, and he has little shunting sessions, running sessions, and it's amazing what he's done, and it is true to life. My wife's from Tetbury, hence why I've done this, and she actually looked at his channel and said, wow, just how we remembered it. So there you go, Paul Sheedy. Please like, share, subscribe, and keep yourselves safe and away from danger. If we do get locked down again, which I'm sure we probably will do very soon, hopefully, we can keep modelling and keep things moving at the pace that you've all been going at the moment. I've seen some fantastic stuff from you guys, and in bad days, you really do keep me going, so thanks for that. But yeah, take care yourselves. Until the next time, see ya.